Hello and welcome to Big John's Thoughts on the Market for July 2016. When we take a look at the June numbers, we see that they are a little bit better than they were in May. Typically, that's because we've seen a little bit of a pullback in terms of the number of listings coming onto the market. It's not really being driven by sales, but nevertheless, we are seeing that the numbers are a little bit stronger. When we take a look at the absorption rate for all of Calgary, we're seeing that that number is now back below 3 months on the market. That's a huge psychological barrier. It's 2.95 months on the market, with a sales to new listing ratio of 0.66. So if you remember from previous messages that I've sent out to you in communication, if we can get the absorption rate under 3, and again closer to 2.5 is what we want, and we want to see that the sales to new listing ratio is above 0.65, it shows that there's some good stability in the marketplace and it's a good balanced market. Now you go into single family homes and you see that the absorption rate is at 2.28, so about 2.25 months worth of supply, so that's great. We're seeing that the absorption rate is at 0.74, so again showing a good balanced market in the single family detached homes. Now remember, that's primarily in your 550 and less price range. Homes over $1 million are still selling, but what we're seeing is that they've gone through a real significant price adjustment. So we're seeing that that's why those $1 million plus homes are selling. Some of those homes, 20-25% price reductions. Now we're seeing them start to sell. Go into the attached homes. We see that the absorption rate's about 3.5 months worth of supply in the market, with the number of sales to new listings being about 0.6. So again, it's right on the cusp. There's still some good deals in that attached market. And condos, apartment style condominiums, we're seeing that there's 5 months worth of supply, and we're seeing that it's about 0.5 of a sale for every new listing. So again, there's still a little bit of oversupply, some good deals in that apartment style condominium market. Overall, versus a year ago, the total number of sales is down about 7%. New listings is also down by about 1.5%. So that's what I was referring to, is that we're seeing that sales aren't real strong, but we're not seeing a big flood of new listings, which is keeping the absorption rate in the market in pretty good balance in a lot of the sectors. Again, apartment style condominiums and high price listings, unless they're priced real aggressively, we're still seeing some sluggishness in that market. The total number of listings is up about 16% versus a year ago. So again, lots of product out there into the marketplace, really good mortgage rates, and there are people that are out there really looking at taking advantage of these current market conditions. We're starting to get a lot of calls from investors. Typically, when we see these investors coming into the marketplace, it indicates to us we're hitting close to the bottom. If we haven't hit the bottom of the market, these investors coming in looking to pick up some deals, and then we'll start to see a recovery into the marketplace. Second thing I want to talk to you about this month is affordability, because this is just, it blows my mind when I see this, and I deal with this stuff every day. What we look at, and Royal Bank just came out with this affordability study, and they do it every quarter, is that they take a look at the median pre-tax household income and they compare it against the average sale price of a home. And what they do is they say, what percentage of that household income would it take to service a mortgage, the property taxes, and utilities on the average price house in a community? So some interesting numbers here. I'm just going to pick out a few of them. If you want the whole report or want to talk about this, because I love talking about this stuff, send me an email, give us a call at the office here, and myself or anyone on the team would love to talk to you about it. But imagine this. You take a look at Canada, and overall in Canada, that affordability index is 47%. So what that means is that the average household pre-tax income, it takes about 47% of that to buy the average property. Now they break that down further into single family homes. So single family homes, it's a bit higher, 52%, and with condominiums, it's 35%. So again, 47% in general, 52% of the average household, median household income to purchase the average price property in Canada, and then 35% of the median household income to purchase the average condominium. You take a look at Calgary, Now, again, we've seen some price pullback, so things are pretty affordable here. 35% is our overall average, with 38% single family home, 24% for the condos. So again, those numbers being under 40% and under 30% make us very competitive in the marketplace and shows us that we're in a position where we'd be able to go through and see some price growth once our economy starts to recover a little bit and that job market becomes more stable. Here's a couple of crazy numbers for you. Toronto, we're seeing the overall average is about 60.6%, with 71.7% in single family, 36.5% in condominiums. So you see that single family home number being 71%. Can you imagine, take your pre-tax household income and say 71% of that has to go to just pay the mortgage, property taxes, and utilities. Makes it look pretty good to be here in Calgary right now from that perspective. Now, let's talk about the even crazier number of Vancouver. Vancouver, 87.6% on average. Condominiums, 46%. And here's the number that's going to blow your mind. Single family homes. It takes 119.5% of the median household income pre-tax to purchase the average priced single family home in Vancouver. Can you imagine having to go into, never mind everything else you got to pay for in your life, 120% of your household pre-tax income, that's before you paid any taxes on this income even, 120% of that having to go to service the debt, the property taxes, and the utilities of the average home. No wonder there's some problems in that Vancouver market. Be thankful you're here in Calgary. Love to talk to you about any of these numbers at any point in time. Hope you have a great summer, have a great stampede. If you're from out of town, hopefully you'll be able to come into town and enjoy the greatest outdoor show on earth. Take care. Have a great day.